Time for the news.
Bobby's Big
Stories.
Here are things, according to Yahoo, that dads don't want for Father's Day. Now, you guys can say true or false.
Okay.
These are things dads don't want. Any type of fishing equipment that was identified as the #1 item to get dad.
I'll take that.
Why is that bad?
Why
Yeah, I'll
y'all
take
would
that.
want that?
I don't know. Do you fish?
I mean, when I go to the lake,
So you would want fishing equipment?
I mean, it's not something we use it maybe once or twice a year.
Yeah. Would you be disappointed if you got it for Father's
Probably.
Day? Golf-related products.
No, I wouldn't be disappointed at all.
I like that.
I feel like these are like cool things that could be used. Hawaiian shirts.
I'm in.
I'd wear a Hawaiian shirt. I don't know. I mean,
Tools.
It depends. I have a lot of tools already.
yeah, I got a lot of tools. I don't really use them that often.
Gift cards?
I take them.
No, because that means you're just going to spend them on the family. Like,
Oh, you don't want anything that could actually go back into the
right,
family.
because basically it's just like, here, take us to dinner at this place.
Gifts that. What if it's like a golf gift card though? Like,
No, that's different.
okay. Gifts that you have to build.
I don't want that.
No.
You want to
No.
do
You
work.
disassemble
No.
it.
It just takes too much time. And when you have kids running around the house, you don't have time to build anything.
Happy Father's Day, guys.
Thank you, man.
Thank you.
Bad hair days equal bad days. Research links bad hair days with entire bad moods. Studies found that bad hair days led to increases in self-doubt, social insecurities, and self-critical thoughts. Even job performance was affected. Both men and women are negatively affected by bad hair days, but women tend to feel more embarrassed. That's from Yale University. Amy, thoughts?
Oh, yeah. This is fact.
I would think women would be more embarrassed, mostly though just because they have more hair. Like it's just if guys generally had as much hair, or the societal expectation on them was to have it prepared like a woman, then it would be the same. But we don't. We have short hair or no hair.
So
Yeah.
does Eddie not have bad days?
Well,
It depends if his hat's dirty or not.
or every day could be bad because I don't have hair.
It depends on how you look at it.
Are we doing one, the hair transplant? You said, I think you said no.
We've already made a decision.
Okay. And then two, what's the deal with getting the toupee?
Yeah, where is it? I'll wear it.
Exactly. Do we just say it and nobody followed up?
don't
Like that
know.
could be on me, but you'll wear a toupee.
Absolutely.
If we get it.
Do y'all ever have this, like, where y'all are having, like, a bad day, and then you just wash and do your hair, and then you're like, oh, my day isn't bad at all, or I'm not really sad or mad or anything. Like, I feel great. I just needed to wash my hair.
She picking on me?
No, I'm mad. No,
Oh,
this
yeah,
is-
you're not even
Like-
allowed to be in
like-
that
what is
conversation.
Wait.
Eddie, your microphone's off for this topic. I would say no.
No.
'Cause the hair, I don't even fix my hair.
Or, like,
If I eat sometimes, if I'm having a bad, like, not feeling good, I just eat some cereal.
There you
And
go.
that
I
helps.
love
Okay,
cereal.
I mean-
I would eat 20 bowls of cereal a day if I could.
okay. I would say, yes, certain foods can change a mood. A
cereal.
fresh hair wash and a spray tan can
Oh, spray tan rocks.
change my entire
For sure.
being.
You nailed it. A spray
You should
tan
try
is
it,
excellent.
Lunchbox.
Yeah, A+. A man mistakenly drives a stranger's car. Oh, this is hilarious. After picking up pizza, it was the exact same car, and the keys were in it, and he got in and drove off.
Oh, no.
There's always something weird, though, like, because I've done it before, too, where I've opened a car like mine, and you get it. Maybe you don't even get in, but you look, and you're like, I don't really drink Yahoo, or Yoo-Hoos. Because it's, like, in the middle, and you're like, that's weird. You're like, oh, my God, that's not my car.
Or it has a different smell.
Just
Or the
something.
seat it isn't in the right spot, like
Right.
to the gas pedal.
Yeah, but sometimes there's not enough indicators.
Okay, here
There we go.
Vincent Zapata was on his way home after picking up pizza, and he was like, uh-oh, this is not my car. That's so funny. Because I think we've all been there or been close to that.
Oh, I put the key in the wrong hole.
Even when we're like grabbing the door handle, we're like, why is this not opening? That, and then mistaken that somebody stole it, but you parked in a different place. That's pretty, we do
Oh,
that,
yeah.
right?
No, I've never done
You
that.
never, really?
Uh-uh.
Well, you're like, somebody stole my car. And then you didn't even park there?
Usually what happens is like my wife, I can trick her by walking up to like another Jeep that kind of looks like mine, and she'll get in, sit and wait for me, and I'll just walk off.
Okay, that's a funny joke.
I do it all the
That's a
time.
funny joke. The guy drove a vehicle that was identical to his. He said he got down the road and was like, this is not right, and turned around and went and parked in the parking spot again
Oh
and
my
got in his own car.
Yeah, what made him realize there was a dog in the back seat.
There was a dog, that's right.
But I'm like, how do you not see the dog right away?
Maybe he's
What
laying
if it's
down.
the exact same dog that he has at his house? 51% of Americans have never inhaled helium. This is from YouGov. I think most of us have. I also think it's a 35 and older thing.
They don't do it anymore?
I don't think
For fun?
Mm-mm. I think they have more fun things to do, like phones. And we started doing it. We'd go to like Pizza Inn. Do you guys have Pizza Inn?
No.
No.
Nuh-uh.
They'd have the little blimp. That's when it started. We used to do helium karaoke on this show, and then we got in trouble by lawyers because we were basically killing our brain cells, that type of thing. Helium from a balloon.
Yeah.
Oh, 100%.
I've
We're
done
all
it.
over 35 except for Morgan. Morgan, helium?
Yeah, I've done it.
Ray?
Yeah, I did it on this show.
True. Get Swifty Lauren, because she's the youngest one of our group. She would be the one that maybe hasn't done it. Just have her come to your microphone, Raimundo. Hey, Lauren, have you ever had helium?
Have you ever had helium before?
Like sucked it? Out of a balloon. Like with a balloon.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
you
it
have?
changes your voice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why?
And not about you specifically. We went to the youngest person here, which is you.
Oh, okay. No, yeah, I've taken like a balloon and sucked in the air, and then it makes your voice all high pitched. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
thanks, Lauren.
Yeah, no problem.
He's like, what? Is this a trick?
Yeah, I think that study's wrong then.
I know, 50%. That's weird.
It is weird. A gut feeling leads to a $300,000 lottery win for a South Carolina man. His unique lottery strategy paid off by winning $300,000. He said that he does not have a regular lottery game that he plays. He says, I take whichever ticket is sticking out the furthest. And he did, and he won $300,000. I will say this. I was waiting to announce it at a later point.
You won the lottery.
Hold on.
Hold
on.
Don't make me flip the table.
Like,
No,
how
don't
long
make-
you been waiting?
You can't flip this.
Hold on.
You don't think I can? I'll figure out a way.
I did announce that I'm going to start playing the lottery just to see what the deal is. See if I can hit one of these for fun. And because Lunchbox had never won over $250, and he's played his whole life. So I went and I bought 6 scratch-offs.
No. That is, don't.
I'll
put me
post
in
it on my Instagram.
Just don't put me in a bad mood.
Let me just say this. It was a pleasurable experience. I have tickets I need to take somewhere today.
Dang. Hey,
All
that
right,
was quick.
All right, go ahead and tell me.
Just say it. Yeah.
I'll post it on my Instagram. Don't worry about it then, guys. If you don't want to hear
No,
it.
I want to hear it.
All right, give me the next segment. Let me finish the news. A gift from a daughter earns a Maryland woman $50,000 in lottery prize. She isn't a regular lottery player, but her daughter gifted her a $5 Gold Rush 777 scratch-off ticket and hit $50,000.
Oh, that's so cool.
Crazy. And then the power of human touch is my final story. Touching someone with their permission, obviously, reduces pain, depression, and anxiety, and has been shown to reduce blood pressure and a person's heart rate. The most beneficial touching is holding hands or a good, meaningful hug. It's also great to high five, pat on the back, and touch someone's shoulder when you're talking to them. People who don't experience touch regularly show signs of loneliness and weren't as connected to a particular group. That is from nature, human behavior. So touch away as long as you're allowed.
So do you go up there
Consensual
and
touch.
ask, like, can I grab your shoulder while I talk to you?
I think it's the relationship. Like if I grabbed Amy's shoulder, it wouldn't be a big deal because we have that relationship. I think you need to know.
Yeah.
Can I hold your hand while we talk?
You and I, for sure.
Yeah.
I wouldn't push it with anybody else,
Okay.
though. All right, that's the news.
Those were Bobby's Big
Stories.
All right, Kenny Chesney now. We have some squatter callers on that I'm going to take, and I'll give you my lottery story coming up in a minute. callers that have dealt with squatters. We talked about squatters taking over Airbnbs a minute ago, so we'll do some of this. I will give you my lottery story, and then Lunchbox claims to have an exclusive interview with an A-list celebrity that nobody else has.
Okay.
Don't know how he got it. We'll come back. Thank you. In North Carolina, there's a woman. She has an Airbnb. These people moved in. They did not leave. They left a note. It was like, we live here now. You're going to have to evict us. And we start talking about squatters and squatters' rights and how crazy that is. Someone DM'd me and it was like, in Louisiana, we don't have squatters.
Well, they take care of it.
We have neighbors, and they take care of it.
Ah, yeah, nice.
Maybe I feel that way too because I'm from Arkansas, and it wouldn't be an issue where I'm from. Not in a good way or bad way. It just would not be an issue. That's like your house. You own it, and someone else just lives it. That's crazy to me. So we have a couple calls. Jonathan is on in Illinois. Hey, Jonathan, what's up, buddy?
Hey, morning, studio.
Morning. What you got?
We got a couple stories. One is a tenant of ours lived in a house for a long time, and they moved out without telling us. And we didn't know about it until they didn't pay rent the following month. And I called them, and they're like, yeah, we moved out, like a month ago. And so I was like, okay, well, so I go to the house to check on it, and there is a Walmart grocery order on the front steps and a dog in there and everything else. So I didn't really understand what was going on. I had to call them, and they said they didn't live there anymore. Nobody that they knew was there. So squatter had moved in and started ordering groceries and everything else.
So what did you do?
At one of these houses. Well, in Illinois, I was told that they have to be there for at least 30 days before they have any rights. And so I was able to get the cops to remove them.
Okay. So if they hide for 30
good.
days in Illinois, like if they can hide out for
But why do you think you have any rights if you just
Right, no,
show
I hear
up
you.
and stay somewhere for
It's
a
like
certain
if-
amount of time?
if you hit a threshold of hiding,
Right.
you win rights.
So you make it to day 32 and the police are like, sorry,
Sorry,
nothing
buddy.
we can do.
Their house
Hey.
now.
I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't get it either. And then another time, this poor lady, she's a single mom with a couple kids that lives in one of the houses, and there's a detached garage in the back. And she went out back to put some of her things back there, and some guy had moved in and pitched a tent in this detached garage and everything. It was kind of wild. I felt bad for her because
It does feel like
she's been living at this house.
like Jonathan said, it does feel like a squatting game show. Where if you can last for 30 days, you've just won rights. Like if you can hide to where they know, and I'm sure every state's different, if you can hide out and prove that you've been there for 30 days, you have now won 60 days of living before they can evict you.
That is so.
And then if you do things, doesn't it help your case as the squatter? Correct me if
Yeah,
I'm
keep
wrong, but
clothes
if
in
you
there
get
and stuff.
mail there, if you like maybe your deliveries, it's like, well,
It's like
somehow.
bizarro world.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, Jonathan, we really appreciate that call, buddy.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, guys.
Thanks, buddy. Diana in Port St. Lucie is on the phone. I do want to go over to Diana. Hey, Diana, welcome to the show.
Morning, studio.
Morning.
So, really quick, I feel bad for the single mom. I went through something similar myself. She does have the right, though, to turn the electricity off and to turn the water off. They can't get it turned back on unless they can show some kind of mail or address stuff. And usually if you catch it pretty quick, I just turned the electricity off and the water off. It took them about a week and a half to realize they weren't getting it back on, and they left.
Smart.
Yeah, okay. So let's say, though, they've been there 30 days, as the new game show is, 30 days to win a house. Can they turn it on then themselves if they have...
They'd have to have proof of residency. So they would actually have to have a bill in their name or something, a credit card, something with the address in their name to turn it back on.
So
that's why I'm saying it's got to be done pretty quickly, because if they start getting the smarts, but no, they can't get it turned back on.
They can apply for a credit card, put the address on it.
Right.
It may take a few weeks, but...
If they do that day one, then
Holy cow. Diana, thank you so much for the call.
Yeah, you're welcome. I hope it helps her.
Yeah, thanks. I don't. This is something I just don't understand. That we need to have a squatters task force in every city that is not new people hired. It's just their job to go in and figure out if the person has paid a bill actually lives there, and if not, you have to go.
And also, let's just change whatever this law is so they don't even think they have a chance of being able to stay there permanently. Just be like, no squatting. Doesn't happen.
You know what? I'll be Mr. Squat. If I need to be the person they come to, and you run the data by me, and I'll tell you if they need to be kicked out or not. The fact that you can be there 30 days, you can just hide out. You can just hide out long enough. That blows my mind. That's crazy. All right, Aldine, Trouble with a Heartbreak, Bobby Bone Show. Well, Lunchbox is exclusive one-on-one with an A-list celebrity. He says he got it. I've not heard it. Don't know who it's with, but we'll play it. Also, we will get to my lottery story from the weekend. There's I'm just doing scratch-offs to see if I can be one of these news stories for no other reason. And I got a story. I'm bringing you guys a story. I'm bringing you guys a fresh one.
Of course.
Homegrown, organic. We'll do it next. Lunchbox Eddie brought in an exclusive one-on-one interview with an A-list star that no one else had access to. I'm ready to hear it. Was it Post Malone?
Nope.
Machine Gun Kelly?
Nope.
Okay, who was it?
Thomas Rhett.
Okay.
Okay, love Thomas Rhett.
But I found out information that no one has ever asked him in an interview, that no one has.
How'd you get the interview? Where did
I saw him backstage, and I saw him go in the bathroom, so I waited outside the bathroom.
Oh boy.
And
I shouldn't laugh because all it does is encourage him to do this stuff. How long is the interview?
It is like 1 minute. It's maybe less than a minute, and it's 3 questions you didn't know about Thomas Rhett.
Out of the bathroom.
Well, you don't have to say that.
You just said that.
But yes, when he came out of the bathroom, I got him 3 hard-hitting questions, and I said, hey, man, go ahead and go to the stage. Oh, there he is. T-Rett's in the building. He's ready to rock it tonight. T-Rett, how are you doing, buddy? I got a question. You know those bugs that light up at night?
Fireflies?
Oh,
Lightning
he calls them fireflies.
I call them lightning bugs, but
Okay, and how do you when you go camping, do you make s'mores? Do you put the marshmallow? How do you do it? Tell me how you make your s'more.
First comes the graham.
Okay.
Then comes the mallow.
Okay.
You know what movie I'm referencing right now?
No.
The Sandlot.
I was going to say that, but I didn't want to be wrong. I'll be honest.
2 Hershey's in between the graham, the mallow, and the bottom layer.
All right, that's Thomas Rhett and how he summers, you know what I mean? You going on family vacation this summer anywhere?
Going to Africa.
Oh, that's cool. What are you going to do?
Man, taking my whole family. We're going to go to Kenya for a few days. Safari a little bit.
Legit.
It'll be really fun.
I'm going to go to the lake down the street.
Hey, go to the lake. Invite me to the lake.
Different lifestyle, sorry.
Okay, so I have a couple questions. Great job.
Boom.
Well, heck of an interview.
Yeah.
Heck of an
Did
interview.
you know he was going to Africa on a safari this summer?
Nope.
Nope.
I didn't know that.
Nobody knew that.
Okay.
Oh, well, I talked to him backstage. He said that they were real excited. I was talking to his wife that this is going to be the first time that their adopted daughter is going back home.
You didn't
And
record
so
this for the show secretly?
It's a really special trip.
No, it wasn't secret.
didn't, like,
It's on video.
Okay, my thing is you were waiting for him when he came out of the bathroom. Like, he's so nice to just stop and humor whatever you're doing. Would you agree?
He was very nice, very friendly, and he enjoyed the interview. He enjoyed that it wasn't too long. He enjoyed the questions. It wasn't like, oh, tell me about your music. Like, we got down to, like, nitty-gritty life stuff.
Yeah. Like, how do you do your s'mores? I like
Fireflies.
Because it's summer, I figure that's a good thing that people are going to be sitting by campfire. So if you want to make your s'more like Thomas Rhett, now you know how.
Hey, Scuba Steve, will you come up to the microphone? I wasn't going to go to this now, but I think I will. Scuba sent me a note about Lunchbox at CMA Fest.
Oh, yeah. Well, we don't have to go to it now. We can go to it tomorrow.
No, it just was Lunchbox at times gets upset that he's not invited by the company, the executives that don't live here, to do certain privileged things. Like Amy will host a national album release.
Yeah, that's true. I've never done one of those.
Right.
I'm still flabbergasted.
Scuba, will you read? Because Scuba sent me a couple notes about Lunchbox this weekend, and he's like, this is why. Go ahead, number 1, please.
Yeah, I got 4 things here about Lunchbox. The first one, I'll let Ray play the audio. This is his first stage hit in front of thousands of people at Nissan Stadium.
Okay.
Happy New Year, Nashville! Give it up for Chapel Hart one more time. Are we having fun? Are we having fun? And shout out to my cousin Michelle. She's here tonight. Hello, Michelle.
He starts it with Happy New Year. It's June, 9th.
Why did you say Happy New Year?
I haven't seen most of those people this year, so it's the first time seeing them in the new year. So
What?
Happy New Year.
And he shouted out his cousin.
You mean the crowd?
Yeah, the crowd.
You've never seen him in your life, so Happy New Life?
What the?
And then his cousin that he references, he asked me almost an hour before the show, hey, you think you can give me some free tickets? I'm like, yeah, if you would have asked me maybe a week or so ago, not right before the show starts, but so I had to make all these phone calls to get his cousin set up for tickets.
So number 1, he goes out and yells Happy New Year, which apparently is some inside joke that the crowd didn't know about. And 2, demanded his cousin. Okay, what's the next thing?
Second thing is, so during a break, we go to see that cousin in section 134. We say hi, we talk for a little bit, and we're like, hey, we got to go back up there. We got to do another stage hit. He's like, all right. So we're walking out. He sees these 2 girls that are coming into their seats. Both of them are holding a basket of fries and chicken fingers.
Do you know them? Do you know them?
No, I've never seen them in my life, and he's never seen them in his life.
Got it.
And he goes, he grabs a French fry and says, "Can I get one?" After he already has the French fry in his hand, and then he's eating it, and he goes to the next girl. He goes, "These are good," and grabs another French fry, and the girls just stand there awkwardly, like, and they offer me one. I'm like,
no. But then they offered scuba fry, so obviously they're friendly people. It's like a token, like, oh, to get by, you got to give me a fry. Sort of like it's
Billy Goat Gruff. You guys remember
It's
that? The troll under
what
the
do you
bridge?
call them? A toll road.
If that had been some man, would
he'd
he have
punch
taken
you.
his fry?
Okay, next one, Scuba.
The next one, we heard that interview that he did with Thomas Rhett, but what he failed to mention was to get that, they were in the middle of a prayer circle. It was quiet, and they're praying, and Lunchbox walks in, blah, 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 blah. And everyone's like, hey, quiet down, they're praying. He's like, interrupts the prayer circle, and then notices it's Thomas Rhett, and then he literally is in the corner like a fiend waiting for him to come out of the bathroom, and has that camera ready to then throw right into his face and ask him these questions.
You busted up a prayer?
Well, I didn't know they were praying. Like they were all circled up, and I came walking in. I came from another room, and walked in the middle of the prayer. No one said outside like, "Hey, wait, they're doing a prayer." That's not my fault.
But whenever you went in and they were like, "Hey, did you hey?"
Oh, I hate it. I calmed it down. Then I saw him go to the bathroom, and I was like, "Got him."
Another one.
And then the final one is as we're leaving. So he sees Post Malone side stage. There's Post Malone, Blake Shelton, Gwen Stefani, MGK, Johnny Van Zant, and Lunchbox goes to pull out his phone. And right as he's about to yell, Post Malone, this guy taps him on the shoulder and goes, "Hey, man, what are you doing?" And he's like, He goes, "How long have you been recording that for?" And he makes him take his phone and put it in his pocket, and then he walks off.
Lunchbox went wet noodle.
No, hold on.
Wow, he went wet noodle.
Hold on. You think I went wet noodle?
Wow.
You think I went wet noodle? Okay.
That's what we heard.
He didn't do your normal like Post.
Do you want to see the video and see if I went wet noodle or if I kept recording?
Well, I don't know. Did you like fake the recording? He's saying you weren't
What do you
Post
mean?
and you held it out.
No, what I did is what I do is capture content because I mean, I have issue with Morgan being called head of digital, but that's okay. Well, that's for another time. I get the best content. And so Gwen Stefani, Blake Shelton, Post Malone, Machine Gun Kelly, all back like side stage. No one's got all of them in one video at one time. So I rolled. I said, "What's up? There's Gwen." I had Blake Shelton's back. And then I turned around like, "Oh, Machine Gun Kelly." And I got daps from Machine Gun Kelly. And some guy, that's when he goes, "Hey, are you recording that?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm recording it." He goes, "How long have you been recording?" I was like, 9 seconds. He goes, "Okay." And then I walked over and I was like, "Oh, look, Post Malone and Blake Shelton." And I caught them giving a toast and then taking a drink together. Boom, all in one video called Great Content. That guy tried to stop me. Did I stop recording? Absolutely not.
Scuba, he says he didn't go wet noodle.
Okay, I mean, I saw a different version, but I guess the video we'd like to see it.
Yeah, you want to see the video?
But it wasn't like the normal video where he holds it up and you can visibly see it. He's probably like got it down because he's trying to hide that he's still on his
hold
phone.
Eddie, I'm gonna let you.
I don't even
watch
care
it.
that much about it.
Yes.
That video doesn't even sound that
But
exciting.
I guess my point is that those are 4 great examples as to why he doesn't get jobs. He doesn't get these hosting gigs and stuff like that.
Watch. Here's
So
Blake's
even
back.
whoever.
Look. Hey.
Lunchbox,
Here-
we don't
here's
need
the
we just
Black
heard.
Black.
play.
Hey,
Down.
We don't need that.
Will you turn their mics off?
Okay, so
Look, here's the guy. Stop me, Eddie.
Post
Eddie,
Malone's
Eddie.
security person definitely had his eye on Lunchbox because we were just walking down the stairs like as we do because we had to go back and forth. And I don't even think Lunchbox was going to do anything to Post Malone or say anything, but the security guy still grabbed Lunchbox's shoulder and pushed him to the side. Like, oh, here comes this guy. It's almost like he's on, like they have a list of faces.
Oh, like don't take a check from this person?
Yes.
Like at the gas station?
If this person comes near. And so then at one point, I wanted to get a picture with Post Malone, and he was so kind, and he was taking pictures of people. And Lunchbox was like, "Amy, I'll take you." And I was like, no, because I feel like if you take me, I'm going to get asked to leave.
Right.
Like, because that's just the reputation he builds backstage.
Now, can you ask Eddie if I went wet noodle? He watched
Bones, you know I never want to agree with Lunchbox, but he didn't go wet noodle on this. This video is pretty awesome. Like you even see the guy come up and be like, "Hey, turn that off," and he's like, "Okay," and he keeps rolling.
There's no wet noodle. There's no wet noodle.
Okay, well, then maybe I retract my wet noodle. I just went off Scuba Steve, who gave me his recollection of
Is
events.
there any way we can make Lunchbox the head of digital? I mean, this video
I think he
is
has a wrong idea what head of digital is. It's not just who records the best videos.
okay.
Morgan does the website, the social media. She manages all of the digital properties.
Okay.
It's not a video shooting contest. It's not America's Funniest Home Videos.
Hey, I just didn't know if it was like, hey, we need to get content for the website, so that's why she's head of
everybody's
digital.
job. No, that's
okay.
it.
All right. I just didn't know.
Okay, Scuba, we understand your point, though.
Yes, thank you.
All right. Thank
But
you.
hey,
And
hard-hitting interview.
We'll post this on our Instagram. How about that?
Yeah, you want to see the interview?
No, I'm good. But we'll post it on our Instagram.
Yeah, I'll post it
You
on
can
the
be
interview.
vice president of digital this week.
Thank you.
Wow, VP.
VP of
please
digital
no.
this week.